you've just seen me put on the first coat of actual paint. When reading up on painting a hard body, people tend to get, I think, overcomplicated on doing it with putting on 2, sometimes 4 coats of primer, sanding everything in between, Bondo, you name it. I think as long as you keep in mind that that there will be some imperfections on the body when you purchase it. You sand those out for most part, put on 1 good coat of primer, sand that in between, wash the body out again, and then you put on your actual color. You'll be fine with just 1 coat of primer. There's no need to spend a whole week on just the primer. At least I don't see the use of doing that. Same with the first coat of actual color. People say, yeah, you need to let it dry for 1-2 days. I'm 2 hours after I painted it right now, and I come up to the car. This is actually, it is dry, so I'm not going to bother and wait another 22 hours to go one step further in the paint scheme, which is masking it up. To test it, I took a bit of masking tape, and I took this bit which will fit in the back of the cab section afterwards. And I just did like on the inside, like a tack test. This is really tacky masking tape. I really pressed it on there on the so-called fresh paint. No worries. So I'm going to mask it up so I can put on my second color. Again, this is a Toyota Hilux. I think it's a 1982 model. The 80s weren't really known for having a lot of style, class, and or tasteful things. Just look at all the clothing style that people had back then. The music, I name a few things like Wham, Aha, whatever you can come up with. So to keep it in that spirit of tackiness, I'm going for a clashing color. So I got a few reds, get a few blues, and I think those reds and blues combined will give it a really tacky 80s look that I'm going for. After the metallic red dried, I masked up the complete truck, and I needed to figure out what to do next. I had a look at a lot of pictures, late 70s, early 80s, pickup trucks, what people did to it back in the day. A lot of people converted their Toyota Hiluxes or their Chevy S10s into lowriders, and with those lowriders came a specific style of painting. They basically divided up the body panels of the truck in different sections, which is also what I tried to do to replicate it and to be as true to the era as I possibly can. And they used a really minuscule tint difference in those colors. So that's also what I went ahead and did. The design, it might look like a lot of thought went into it, but that's really not the case. What I did, I drew on a few lines that I thought would work well, which is basically the lower panel over here. You can see there's a crease going on towards the door handle. That's for me a non-usable area because it would be too obvious to put a stripe in there. So what I did, I decided to go for the panel underneath. I divided that one up in 3 sections. I did that because over here on the door area and on the front fender there's a bit more room to do something with the design, especially if you do decide to take off the badge on the side like I did when I was prepping the truck. And then you can add another stripe, a fourth one on these 2 areas. Anyway, you know, it's just do what feels good. I felt like doing this, so I made this. I wanted to have a line that continued up from the A-pillar of the cab section downwards. Turned out that was a perfect 45-degree angle. After that I measured up the space that I had towards the door handle, and to give it a bit of a coherent look I divided all of those horizontal stripes according to the space that I have over here. So you get the same distance over here, you get the same distance over here and over here. Well, that's all done. It was pretty easy. People think that it's like I don't know, 5 days work if you read some of the people's descriptions. I did this in an hour and a half. Easy as that. Everybody can do it. Not much to it. Get your ruler out, get your scalpel out, take a coffee, get comfortable, plug in your Walkman, and you're good to go. When I peeled out all of the tape, I took a gunmetal. I sprayed that along the edge over here and over the top, and also along the bottom edge of the side, just to give it a bit of a fade. Really minuscule, really almost not noticeable, but I think it does a trick. And over the gunmetal I put a clear red, just to make it stand a bit apart from the metallic red, which is the base coat. Right now I'll be masking up absolutely everything again, and then I'm going to put on a design for the blue stripe that I want to have on.